Hi, this is Robin, and I just wanted to make another video for people who suffer from chronic illnesses. I made a video last winter about this topic, and I just wanted to do another one because I've been doing a lot more since then. If you look on my YouTube channel, you'll see I've done a lot of videos. I'm doing a lot more dancing. I'm getting into Japanese Buto dancing. I'm starting to really, learn about the origins of that. I do some Argentine tango dancing. All of these challenge me. My doctors really wanted me to go to physical therapy, and I've tried it a couple times, and it bores me to tears. So instead, I've sort of taken it upon myself to just dance. A lot of times, I dance in my room. I've been dancing in my room by myself for many years. Never thought I'd ever be out performing for anyone else, or that I'd ever show anyone else what I do. But it's become a form of creative expression for me. And it's also become a healing thing for me, because I'm finding that it's helping me in a lot, with a lot of the health issues I face. With me, I have mostly migraines, vertigo, a balance disorder. I have agoraphobia, panic attacks, a lot of different things, back issues. And the thing that keeps me inside more than anything is the balance. Even last weekend, I had an art show. My first art show ever that I was not able to make it to in person. And being a type A personality, it was really hard to come to the decision that day that I just can't make it. I had a really bad vertigo, but the owner of the place where I'm showing my work was great. She set up Skype for me, so I was able to be there via cyberspace. And a good friend of mine brought my paintings down there and represented me, and so it all worked out. So instead of looking at that day and saying, oh darn, I couldn't make it, I'm trying to stay positive and say, you know what, it was really cool. I know there were some people who were disappointed, that I wasn't there in person, but I can't be disappointed in myself. There's no time for that. There's no room for that. When we're dealing with chronic illnesses, there's no room for guilt or for, especially if we disappointed other people or ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. There are days when we certainly must stay in bed or rest or do whatever we need to do to take care of ourselves. And only you know your boundaries, only you know what you're personally coping with. But on the days when you can, at least for me, I would encourage you, when you can, to at least try, because even if you only get half done that you wanted to get done, that's what you'll remember from that day. Like last week from my art opening, I can say, wow, I was there, and I have these cool photos, and it was the most unique opening I've ever had because I've never attended via Skype before, and some of the guests found it kind of funny. I'm looking at these dance videos I'm making. A lot of times, I'm dizzy. When I'm out performing on the street, I tend to do, my movements are a little more restricted because I don't want to stumble. I don't want to, it's a show that I have limitations. When I'm dancing on my own, I tend to push myself a little harder. And that's one of the reasons I'm making this video today, is because last night I did a series of videos that I'm working on for new self-portrait. And I had to do multiple takes of, with this one song. And I had these dance moves. I was really pushing myself to use my legs and my feet more and my whole body. And I stumbled quite a bit, and there was one time I actually almost fell backward totally. But you won't see that in the finished product. I'm going to work on it. Hopefully this week I'll get that next self-portrait up. But, that's what I'm going to remember. Last night I got a little depressed because I started thinking, oh, what am I doing dancing? What am I doing trying to even dance and express myself in this way? Because here I am, I have a balance problem, and what, I'm crazy for trying this. But then part of me says, well, it makes perfect sense because I'm facing it. I'm saying, you know what, I might have a balance problem, and as long as I'm not doing something that's totally unreasonable, as long as I'm doing it reasonably, not trying to do too much, make myself totally spinny, I'm able to do it. I'm able to do some performing. I'm able to do, I have to limit my movements when I'm dancing on the street for people and performing, but I'm able to do something, and it makes a difference to me. It makes a difference to people that are seeing me and saying that they like what I do. So I guess I kind of want to make this video of encouragement to say, do what you can. Don't feel guilty. Last night I had felt a little bit of self-pity because I thought, this video is terrible, and I'm looking at it, and even a friend of mine who came over said, oh yeah, I can see where you stumbled. That person was watching me. And I'm like, oh no, you can tell, because I thought I hide it pretty well most of the time. But anyway, I wasn't able to really hide it because I was pushing myself. But in the end, I'll come out with, hopefully, a video I'm kind of proud of. And it's just going to take a little bit of editing. But I think that's kind of what life is. You edit out the bad parts. We can't make ourselves always feel better. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you'll push yourself, you'll feel a little worse. Sometimes you push a little and you actually feel better. At least that's my experience. But life is like about editing. It's kind of like that, where you can choose what to remember. And when I look at my videos on YouTube, I can say, wow, this day I was out there doing that. This day I did this day I did this. I don't remember how dizzy I was on a scale from 1 to 10, but I'll remember that I went out and I did this. And I think that's another suggestion I'd like to make, is that even if you don't do videos, keep a diary or write it on your calendar, something where you can remember the positive things you did or the things that brought you joy. It's really, really, really important. And when you have a day that's really difficult, where you're in bed, or you have a week like that, I had a week like that recently, it's hard not to get discouraged, and it's hard not to feel disappointed just because you want to be out doing stuff. But it's really, really important to say, you know what, this is going to pass. It's a cycle, because you have those days, but then you'll have good days. And always remember the good. Try to focus on the positive. It's really hard sometimes, but try your best. And only you know when you can push yourself and when you can't. So use your best judgment and take really good care of yourself, and whatever you do, don't feel guilty. And on the days that you can't do what you want to do, and feel proud of yourself on the days when you do. No matter what the result is, the fact that you did something, just feel really good about the joy you're able to find and about the positive things you're able to do. So anyway, that's my message, and there's probably going to be things that pop into my head after this that I'll say, oh, I wish I should have said that, but I guess that's it for now. Just be proud of yourself and your accomplishments, no matter what they are, whatever field you work in, whatever you do, whatever your strengths are, whether it's taking care of children or a certain type of work you do or a certain kind of craft you do, whatever it is, embrace it. Embrace the good. Hold on to the positive. There are always going to be better days that follow the rough ones. So just keep on and take care of yourself and love yourself, and have a beautiful day.